and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us for this session on scaling for growth through digital transformation. We're really excited to shortly introduce Uniper, one of Europe's leading energy organizations and also one of our strategic customers. And I have the pleasure of being joined by Philip and Sandra, representing Uniper here today. My name is Misha Vaswani, and I'm head of strategic customers for Amazon Business for UK and Ireland. What that essentially means is my team and I work with the largest, most complex European enterprises to help them get the most value from Amazon Business, achieving flexibility and cost savings across a number of procurement categories. So a little bit about what we do at Amazon Business. We always start with the customer and work backwards. One of our core principles that started in our consumer business and permeates everything we do across B2C and B2B, and something our founder, Jeff Bezos, said right at the beginning at Amazon's inception about obsessing over our customers. We're constantly developing features and tools that work together simultaneously to ensure how you buy for work is always developing and improving. We challenge the status quo, constantly asking why, and once we're able to prove the concept for a new way of working, we use technology to deliver even more value for our customers. There are essentially three key pillars of value that we offer to our customers, built on our B2C business and optimized for B2B. Choice, with access to hundreds of millions of products to cater to any business need, our marketplace is ready to offer a great selection of products. Competition, with a variety of sellers offering the same and similar products, this level of competition means that our customers are in control of what they purchase and from whom they make those purchases, with full transparency. And of course, transparency with a clear view on ratings, varying prices, and our customers will achieve the transparency that they need in order to make a decision that's right for their organization. When we talk about digital transformation, what do we actually mean? So at AB, at Amazon Business, we've seen how rapid advancements in digital technologies are remaking business supply chains. Digital procurement purchasing technology is taking organizations from complexity to simplicity in a matter of days. Technology today is helping leaders automate and streamline routine buying processes to simplify operations, make faster, better data-driven decisions using real-time analytics, and empowering employees to get what they need using intuitive, familiar shopping experiences like they have in their personal lives. These efficiencies can help leaders spend less time buying so they can focus on organizational priorities, boost employee productivity, while improving budgeting decisions and reducing costs. For organizations looking to embrace these digital solutions that optimize their procurement processes, the path has never been easier. Many of these emerging technologies work to enhance value quickly, involve minimal investment, and have low requirements for integration. This gives them payback periods measured in weeks rather than months. And at Amazon Business, we have helped customers along this journey, reducing complex multi-step processes and using data and analytics to provide meaningful insights into spend and savings. So let's learn a little bit more about the challenges and opportunities that customers are facing. Businesses of all sizes are looking for ways to optimize their purchasing operations to reduce costs, save time, and meet demands for diversity and security of supply. Recently, we worked with Harvard Business Review Analytics Services to survey a variety of organizations to understand their current procurement needs. When asked the top priorities for their businesses, procurement operations, the most cited priority across respondents was cost reduction, selected by 73% of respondents, followed by increasing agility and speed of sourcing, which is by 54% of respondents, and digitizing procurement. So how can a business achieve these core needs through digital procurement? It all starts with their procurement strategies and where our core focus and investments are being made to help our customers. So let's talk about these digital investments a little bit more. Gartner carried out research as we entered 2022 and came out of the COVID pandemic and found that to be successful, organizations must be connected to three key areas as follows. data and analytics. The first step here is providing insights into spend across multiple channels. We do that at Amazon Business, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. E-Procurement systems and analytical software can now aggregate spend data and provide insights on where savings can be achieved. Hyper-automation. So here we're not just talking about reducing steps in a procurement process, which is of course happening, but now, powered by AI and ML, data and insights can be translated into forecasts and purchasing decisions, getting the right product to the right location at the right time, and of course at the right price. Automation also helps to maintain and improve spend compliance, while at the same time reducing bureaucracy and inefficiencies, where employees are incentivized to use the digital solution because it's quite simply much easier. And effective supplier enablement would be the third pillar, addressing customer priorities across ESG, information security, and supply chain integrity, which is becoming even easier through digitization. Procurement teams can now combine an accurate supplier risk profile with an easy and intuitive onboarding process, and systems are increasingly able to report against ESG metrics and track product certifications. With these rapid advancements in digital technologies, supply chains are evolving and transforming, and we are poised to change how the procurement function delivers value organization-wide. Not only do these areas of digital transformation create ample opportunity for growth, they also offer the ability to boost employee confidence. Procurement functions still deliver on traditional cost savings. However, the shifting focus towards digitization is also improving procurement efficiency and performance measurement in a way that makes an impact on the company's bottom line. To follow on with this topic, today I have the pleasure to be joined by Höchstödter and Sandra Klein from Uniper to chat in more detail about Uniper's experience with digital transformation. And I'd like to welcome Philip and Sandra to join me, and we will also be taking some questions from the audience, which we'd please ask you to submit via Slido, and then we will open up the floor to questions. Welcome, Philip, and welcome, Sandra.
Hi, Misha. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. You still enjoyed the presentation so far? Good, that's the right spirit. Shall we take a seat, or? Okay.
So, Philip, could you first introduce yourselves and Uniper?
Yes, like you mentioned, I'm heading the operational procurement of Uniper for the Uniper Group. Uniper is producing energy. We are one of the larger energy producers in Europe. And we are using Amazon Business.
And can you talk us through your experience when it came to digital transformation? What was the problem that you were trying to solve?
So, as you all know, the key challenge is to provide a service for the requester, a platform for the requester, which they really like to use. So therefore, we have developed a digital strategy where we said, okay, it's based on 3 pillars. Yeah, it's self-service, automation, and data. Sounds a little bit familiar. We have just seen 3 pillars. Yeah, it is on purpose a little bit similar to that. So, and with Amazon Business, we are clearly in the self-service area. So, as you can imagine, as a German traditional company, we are using other large platforms to provide self-service from well-known suppliers who are well-known to have roadmaps where they have features on that should make the life of the requesters easier. Yeah. And we have been working on our catalogs, our marketplaces, and the way we provide them to the requester many years. And what is the key question that the requester always raises? Why is the procurement in the company so different to what I use at home? Yeah, so the very easy comparison is always like, why is it more complicated than Amazon? And of course, then you can work a lot to make your catalogs Amazon-like and the services you provide to make them Amazon-like. But then we were quite happy when we heard the headline, Amazon Business is coming to Europe. Yeah, we had them on the radar. already when they started in the US, yeah, but the day we read the headline, okay, they are coming to Germany, we gave them a call. Literally, they told us, okay, we are just unpacking our boxes, just wait, yeah, and we said, okay, then we stay a little bit calm, yeah, and wait till you come back. But of course, that was the overall logic for us. Yeah, of course, Amazon Business, we use it as a marketplace. Yeah, it's for the smaller stuff. It's for all the tail spend stuff. Yeah, but in general, we can say that it is fully fulfilling the expectation. Yeah, it is integrated with our ERP systems, and it is providing this experience for the end user that we have been looking for.
Great, thank you, Philip. And one for you, Sandra. Could you tell us a little bit about your implementation experience when it came to adopting more digital processes?
Yes, of course. It was a really, really great experience. As Philip already mentioned, we were always challenged why purchasing within the Uniper company is not like the private buying on Amazon. So this was our key challenge, and we were really happy when Amazon was available in Germany. We directly called them and say, okay, let's come on board and let's do it together. So the experience was really, really good.
That's great. Thank you, Sandra. And what benefits have you witnessed since adopting a more digital-focused procurement strategy, and how has working with Amazon Business and other partners helped?
The question is not to me?
That was also to you, yeah.
Yeah. As also Philip mentioned, our key point is to make our requesters' life much more happy and easy, and that our buying experience will be much more easy. So, yeah, the implementation phase was also easy. Yeah. Thank you.
And what feedback, Sandra, what feedback have you received from your team on the changes that you've made and the journey so far?
It was a really, really good feedback. We have to say it, our people use it really often. The experience as they have it in private, Amazon Business like Amazon in private. This is really good. Also, our colleagues from procurement are really happy with it because the implementation also to our other systems is really, really smooth and working well. So from all sides, very good feedback.
Thank you.
And if I may add, not only our requesters are happy, not only procurement people are happy, even accounting and tax are happy. I don't know if you have any relations to that, yeah, but I think it's always important in the P2P process that they are happy too. And so therefore the integration went really smoothly and everybody is happy.
Nice. And Philip, what advice do you have for other leaders looking to embrace a digital procurement process and how this can empower their employees?
To be honest, it's a little bit the journey that I try to describe. Yeah, number one, it's the scouting. Yeah, you cannot do that alone. You do that with your people. If you wonder, for example, why Sandra is online today, the topic is that she should have been on stage, yeah, but unfortunately or fortunately, she's on vacation, yeah, and we said, okay, I will be here to represent the company, but of course the honors go to her. Yeah, so thank you, Sandra, for your efforts. And that is for us one of the key components. Yeah, when you look into our org chart of the operational procurement, we have a dedicated team within the operational procurement department, a small team, yeah, but small but beautiful, yeah, to work on digitalization topics. And I think we have heard it quite a few times during the day. It is a topic which is not driven by technology, it's driven by the people. Yeah, of course, you need the people to make it happen. You need the people who are ambitious, who work on the implementation over hours, yeah, to make it happen, if that is necessary, yeah, who are really behind it, like Sandra, yeah, to push the topic, yeah, and then you can really create a great experience when it comes to digitalization.
Thank you, Philip. And what's next for your organization's digital procurement journey?
Yeah, as you can imagine, when I spoke about those three pillars, self-service, automation, data. Data is a little bit the foundation, but self-service is, of course, the holy grail. Yeah, we try to push as much as we can into the direction of the self-service, but there will always be a remaining part, which you still need to automate. Yeah, and this is a challenge we are after, to say, okay, this single purchases, smaller purchases, which are not covered by existing channels, or the requester is still sticking to the old process, raising a PR and causing a lot of effort on our side with that, to automate that with RPA, with AI and chatbot. This is one of our key topics that we are working on at the moment. And guess what? Again, when we talk to the people, okay, in this field of processes or automation, what should it look like? They say, can it not be a little bit like Alexa? Yeah. So again, we are meeting the same benchmark.
Thank you very much. That was really informative, and looking forward to continuing to work together on this journey. Now we'd like to open it up to the audience, so please do submit your questions via Slido. We've got about 10 minutes left, so we can open that up for discussion. And we want to make the session as interactive as possible.
And Sandra, how's the vacation?
So just waiting for them to come through. Nothing yet.
A lot of people typing.
Yeah. A few people typing, so hopefully they'll be coming through shortly. There you go. So there's a question first here. How did you communicate the change to users? So that would be for Sandra. Would you like to take that one?
I can take that one, yes. We have an internal newsletter about e-procurement. This is one thing, and the other thing is, of course, we informed our requesters by a session, and we informed them, and we went the whole way together from how I want to buy this, and at the end I jump to Amazon and buy this. So the whole journey we went together in a slideshow with them. So they know from the first step to the end that they know what they need to do. They were always on this journey. And we had, of course, also up front a lot of people who were our test persons who spread it also into Uniper. So everybody was waiting when Amazon is coming live. So really exciting.
Yeah. And one of the services we also offer at Amazon Business is professional services to help with change management. Yes. And to help manage those user communications and leverage best practice from what's worked for other customers. But it is really up to our customer to drive that with our support. One for you, Philip. What do you perceive the future of B2B procurement as work from home becomes a norm?
I would say, at least in my perception of how it works for our company, working from home has not been an issue, and now we will have a mixed model. Yeah. So the one thing we had to organize at the beginning of the pandemic, of course, was the home delivery. So that has changed a little bit the process. But in general, the rest has not changed so much. So I am not sure whether I'm answering the question or what you are aiming at.
And maybe one more for Sandra about integration into existing ERP systems. There's a couple of questions about integration into various ERP systems and how that works.
Okay, yeah. I can't see the question, so maybe...
So the question is, how does it work?
Yeah.
So how is it integrated into our process?
It's working fine. We've integrated into SAP Ariba as as a punch-out catalog, and now also as the spot buy integration. So we are early adopter for the spot buy integration of Amazon Business within SAP Ariba, and of course our Ariba is connected to our SAP ERP system. This is also working fine and smoothly.
So the integration is that the process starts in Ariba and ends in Ariba, but the whole middle process is in Amazon Business, right?
Yes, right.
And there's probably one I could take, but feel free to also jump in, which was, how do you make sure people are not buying things that they should not through Amazon Business? So we have what we call guided buying policies, where you can block particular categories, you can restrict particular categories, and then you can actually create your own curated catalog to guide the employees towards the products that are improved, which often then helps to reduce the rogue spend that may be going through the Amazon consumer side or through other channels where there isn't that visibility and control.
And still, when people want to buy something that is blocked, they can still see it. Yeah? So they can request if they could buy it nevertheless. Yeah? So it is not keeping that 100% away from them, but then, of course, it would be via our teams, yeah, and then it is still secured that it follows a compliant process.
And probably could probably do another one quickly. What was or is the biggest challenge that you faced or are facing with procurement transformation, and how did you tackle it?
It's always a little bit dependent on the perspective. As I'm the operational guy, of course, I'm looking more from the operational perspective on it. And I would say that the, how do you call it, stickiness of the people to the process that they know and that has worked for them in the past is quite difficult. Yeah? Therefore, it is good when you have a platform that they know, that is intuitive, more or less self-explaining, yeah, or they know it from home, rather than providing them with a new process that you deem to be intuitive and self-explaining, because, I mean, our ERP system, the old backend, yeah, it is quite old, but you will always find users who say, I have created this PR in this way since the beginning of time, yeah, since I started at Uniper, and therefore it works for me. Yeah, I know the process well. This is a little bit this change challenge, yeah, which is of course easier to bring people to a process which they already know and which is quite self-explaining and intuitive, rather than introducing another tool and another functionality.
And there was a question here about how do you use the data analytics to reduce your tail spend?
I mean, the data analysis gives us an indication what the people are buying, and then we can decide whether we want to look deeper into that, yeah, whether the volumes justify more effort to look into that. But let's say in general, we are happy if the small stuff is covered in one platform overall, and we just control what is being bought.
And one of the things I could probably add there is that with the data analytics, when we see particular trends from a customer's purchasing behavior, we can then look for savings either through alternative products, through larger pack sizes, through different deliveries to reduce overall cost to the customer, and help if there is more demand for a particular product, or if there's a negative experience with a particular product, to then work with our suppliers to make sure that that is competitive and delivering the best value.
Maybe if I add to that one additional feature that we have not mentioned so far, I think you had it on your slide somewhere. What we especially like about Amazon Business, that they are quite fast with implementing those solutions for challenges that you are facing yourself. So example, when we think about, okay, how can we enable our requesters to buy responsibly and sustainably? Amazon Business introduced the climate pledge functionality, which shows, okay, this item has a certain certification, fulfills parts of the sustainability criteria. So my experience was, when we were thinking about, okay, how can we implement that into our systems and make it happen? Amazon Business already had it, and as you mentioned it, this kind of one feature that people love from home is, of course, the next day delivery. So I buy something, Prime service, next day it is delivered. From a sustainability point of view, that is, of course, not the best way to do it. So therefore, we offered, after Amazon Business suggested it, that we are combining the deliveries, to say, okay, bundle it in larger packages, that we don't receive so many parcels. You have reduced the packaging, if I understand it correctly, that now it's rather a paper bag than a full package. And these kind of things are helping to increase the acceptance.
You've actually answered another question here about ensuring that provided products are in line with sustainability criteria. And on the sustainability capability, it's still very much day one, as we say. It's we're still improving our selection of climate pledge friendly eligible products, and that's where we work with our customers to get their feedback, that if there's something missing, if there are new certifications, new metrics that they want to track, we're building in that capability in partnership with our customers. And probably we could do one more. There's a quick one that I could take about how much time does it take to integrate AB in an e-procurement system, and how much does it cost? So the implementation is actually, there are no charges for an implementation. The length of time really depends on the complexity of the customer organization, how many different entities, different groups, different policies, making sure that the invoicing and accounts payable processes are working correctly. So it can be done very quickly. Obviously, we do uncover complexity during the process that sometimes makes it last longer, but generally it can be done at the pace that the customer wants to move. And we could probably do one last one. And if there's a challenge to roll this out, if our business is spread across multiple countries, and where can this not be used? I know with Uniper, for example, it was across multiple European locations, and we ran that implementation in parallel. Even though there are different websites for different European countries, the functionality is the same, and it's coordinated by a single project manager. But if there's anything you'd like to add as well from your experience with the implementation, maybe over to you, Sandra.
Sandra, anything to add about the European implementation?
No, as you already said, we did it in parallel, Germany and UK. UK was faster than Germany because we have not so many legal entities there, but everything went really smoothly and we could go live nearly in parallel.
Okay. I think that brings us to the end. So I'd like to thank Philip and Sandra once again, and thank you all for your time today. Please do come find us at the Amazon Business booth if you've got any more questions. More than happy to take them.
Thank you so much. Hands together, Philip.
Thank you.